Hey everybody, it's Lighthouse here from Triple Crown Review. I just want to do a short video today about inflatable mats. Actually, I did a blog post about this over on my website, triplecrownreview.com, talking about inflatable mats versus foam mats and what might work the best for you on your hike. Got a bunch of inflatable mats here and I just thought I'd kind of go through them and tell you the pros and cons and what I like out of them and what I don't like. So here we go. Alright, so let's go through them. First mat we got is the Exped, it's called the Exped Xp mat. It's pretty big. It actually weighs almost 2 pounds. The cool thing about this one, if I can figure out how to open it here, is it's actually filled with down. So super warm and super comfortable, but it's huge and it doesn't actually pack up that small. Honestly, it's probably good for short trips, car camping, it's awesome, but for through hiking or long distance hiking, I just think it's a little bit too big. Some people might think it's worth it because it is that comfortable. The other kind of weird thing about it is it's a hand pump. So you actually fill it up by getting on the ground and pumping it up by your hands. So it takes like a minute or two to fill, which is kind of a pain. It's big, so it's hard to pack up and it doesn't fit all that well in your pack. But the plus side is it's super comfortable. So that's the down-filled Exped 7. The next mat we got here is the Therm-A-Rest. This is the Neoair X Lite, and it is super light and super packable. I mean, you could stuff this thing in an Nalgene bottle pretty much. It tapers down at the bottom, so you don't have a whole lot of room to spin around. But it's really quick to fill up. Just takes maybe 30 seconds. Really light, really packable. But the one annoying thing about it, it's really loud. And you wouldn't think that would be annoying, but it kind of is. Kind of sounds like you're sleeping on a bag of Doritos. The thing is, you'll be sleeping on a cloud, so you probably won't hear it because you'll be fast asleep. So, the loud but comfortable Neoair X Lite. Next thing we got is another Therm-A-Rest. It's the Therm-A-Rest Prolite. It's a full-length mat, good for tall guys. It also tapers off at the bottom, so it's a little skinnier. The thing about this one is it's filled with foam, so it's self-inflating. So essentially you just open it up, lie it on the ground, and it self-inflates, and then you just got to put in the last few breaths to fill up the last little bit. So that's kind of a nice feature. It doesn't tire out your lungs, but it's not as comfortable as the Neoair X Lite or the Exped. It's a little heavier, but it's still pretty light, and it actually feels a little more durable, so I think you're a little less likely to get a hole or leak in this one. So that's the Therm-A-Rest Prolite mat. Therm-A-Rest also makes a Prolite mat that's shorter, so it's not full length. It's only going to cover your hips and your shoulders, and you know what, that's good enough for a lot of guys. It is definitely lighter than the full-length one, and it's got that same self-inflating foam, so it's super easy to blow up. It's really quick. It is pretty durable, but again, it's only maybe, I don't know, 3.5 feet long, so it doesn't cover your whole body. But, I guess that's up to you. If you want something a little lighter, it's easy to fill up and relatively comfortable. Again, this isn't as comfy as the Neoairs, but it's still pretty comfy. You're not going to go wrong. Last but definitely not least is the Therm-A-Rest Neo Air Trekker. So this one doesn't taper down. It's a full-length rectangle all the way down, as you can see. Incredibly light, same as the X Lite. You could pack it into almost nothing. You almost don't even notice it in your pack. It's reasonably durable. And the great thing about it is it doesn't have that Dorito chip bag sound. I don't know, I think the Neoair X Lite has what Therm-A-Rest calls the thermocapture barrier, so it's supposed to retain heat, but it's definitely not any warmer than this one, and this one doesn't have the sound, and it's a little bit bigger. It doesn't taper down or mummy down at your feet. So this is by far my favorite choice. It's the Neoair Trekker by Therm-A-Rest. Yeah, most people probably know this, but I see people do it wrong all the time, so I thought I'd do a short little video about how to actually blow these up. What a lot of guys do is they go like this. So they breathe out their mouth and in their nose, and it's way more tiring. It takes forever to blow up. But if you actually go instead and like stick your tongue on the valve when you're breathing in and breathe in with your mouth, you can blow this mat up like 3 times quicker. So you go. And I kind of look stupid doing that, I'm sure, but I don't know, it saves your lungs, it's way easier to do, and it's way quicker. So I don't know if this is like a thing or if people don't know about it, so I just thought I'd throw it in. So yeah, there you go with the Prolite. It only takes about 3 breaths to blow it up because it's self-inflating. So the foam expands, it takes about 1 minute, 2 minutes, and then it just takes about 3 breaths to blow it up, which actually is kind of nice. With this Exped mat, like I was talking about, on the back here you see 2 hands. So essentially what you do is you just pump it up with your hands. So you kind of gotta close the valve, and then you push down, and you pump it up like that. I don't know, it's kind of annoying to do. From right to left here, this is the Exped Xp hand pump down-filled mat. Super warm, not that light, but super comfy, but kind of bulky as well. Not great for long distance hikes in my opinion. This is the Neoair X Lite. Very comfortable, very light, but has that Dorito chip bag sound effect. This is the Therm-A-Rest Neo Air Trekker. Full length, all the way down. Really great sleeping mat. Beside that is the Therm-A-Rest Prolite. Not the full size. Again, just enough to cover you from shoulder to hips, pretty much. It's self-inflating, so it only takes 2 or 3 breaths to get it nice and full. Overall, a nice mat. And this is the full-length version of that mat, the Therm-A-Rest Prolite self-inflating mattress. What's your favorite mat, bud? What's your favorite one? So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I just kind of wanted to go through some of the inflatable mats that I have on hand and kind of go through some of the pros and cons that I think about them. But I want to know what you think. What are your favorite sleeping mats? Did I miss one? Did I miss something about one of them? Let me know what you think. Until then, we'll see you guys all later. I'm Lighthouse from triplecrownreview.com, and we'll see you again.